Oh, hi there. It is Thursday, but today we're going to be storming the Silver Crown Castle from Storming the Mino Castle, published by Nekomado and authored by Kanako Takashi. We've gone through the first three chapters now, storming the half Mino, storming the complete Mino, and storming the high Mino, and now we're moving on to Ginkamari, aka Silver Crown, and the just as background information, I inputted these this morning and then realized that I had started. Yeah, I didn't even look. Um, I made a mistake in the first. The way I build these on the study is you make a chapter, you edit you with the board editor, and then you make a new chapter, and it takes the previous chapter's as the starting point. So it's basically building on it. So all of the same, all of the positions basically start with the same thing. However, I wasn't even looking at it, and these I had done when I first made the first when I quickly first did the first when I quickly did this first problem. I used promoted silvers. I was doing it on a black and white piece set, just a no color promotion. I must have just mindlessly dragged over the promoted silver, and so all of them, when I came out here, they all had promoted silver. So I had to go back and edit this, and there's no easy way to just edit a position in place, as we've seen on stream before when I inputted one incorrectly. But anyway, I fixed a bunch of them. Should be enough for today, and we're going to go on. Let me just make sure now with problem 141 that this is, or problem 149, that this is correctly inputted. It is. We have a silver, gold, and a rook in hand. The opponent has nothing in hand. So what are we doing? Hey, Fortune, happy Thursday indeed. Getting to the end of the week. Let's see here. So what are we doing? I can't help but think dropping on 2-2, dropping the rook is going to be the way. Drop on 2-2, go for the silver. But if I drop 2-2, the king comes back. Then what? So what about 2-1? I suppose the idea would be we drop the gold, he runs, we take the lance, I suppose. So if we drop 2-1, and let's say he pulls back the gold, so I'll draw this out. We could promote. he comes back, and now we have this threat. So we avoid that whole situation. Or would we... We're not going to give up both of these, right? We're not going to do this. No, because that's the king doesn't have to take. Yeah. I mean, I like this. Or do we drop here? No, because this pushes me back. Is there something faster? Is there something... I guess I'm gonna go with this. I'll go with this. Dragon or rook drops 6-1. Okay. So this would never have even popped on my radar. I mean, 5-1 sort of, 5-1 did, but quickly dismissed that. So there is no solution. There is no. Oh, let me start. I should have started reading the chapter. This is the beginning of the chapter, and maybe this would have given a hint into this. So, attacking the Silver Crown. The Silver Crown, Gin Kanmori, is a further development. So, this structure is a further development of the High Mino. It is significantly thicker at the front and stronger at the edge, but its weakness is the open back rank. When attacking from the side, the basic principle is to aim at the weakness of the castle's open base with the dragon. However, or rook. However, you should note that it is sometimes surprisingly hard to achieve mate when the king has escaped to 9-3 in reply to a gold check drop by gold drop 8-1. Like I was drawing before. And it's just saying, I guess I take the lance. When chasing the king from behind, it is necessary to see in advance that the follow-up attack will work. In many cases, it is effective to sacrifice a piece on 9-3 in preparation for gold drop 8-1, or to incorporate an edge attack. Okay, so that like I had sort of primitively drawn out earlier. The key defender in the Silver Crown is the gold on 7-2. Unlike the simple Mino, complete Mino, and high Mino, when the silver is on 7-2, the 8-2 square where the king resides is defended by a gold. This makes the Silver Crown more resistant against checks. You should bear in mind that it can be difficult to force mate against this castle, particularly in the final stage of the endgame when the king has escaped to 9-3. Agreed. Although the Silver Crown is strong at the front, it can sometimes be attacked by a combination of frontal attacks. In particular, if the attacker succeeds in striking the head of the silver with a pawn on a4, the castle's shape can be thrown into disarray. Okay, so fast forward to our answer here. Fast forward to our problem and answer. This is the variation it gives. This is it. This is the only move it shows. And then the description is the weakness of the open base. The silver crown is formed through the further upward development of the high Mino. While this enhances the castle's strength at the front, it also has the weakness of an open base. To exploit this weakness, drop a rook on the first rank, threatening the gold drop 8-1. Gote could defend against this if he had a piece to drop on 7-1, but without any pieces in hand, the threat is hard to prevent. If gold 7-1 in the solution diagram, Sente can take the gold, I'm assuming it's going to say. Sente can take a gold with rook 6-3 promote, while 6-3 to 6-2 urging on the attack is met by gold drop 8-1. King 9-3. Oh, this is interesting. Rook takes 6-2, promote. Gold takes. And then we're going to have mate. Interesting one. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. That was the first problem. We now have problem 150, which is the second problem in this chapter. Similar. Like, these are all going to be similar. We have a gold. Let me just make sure I did this correctly. Yeah. I transcribed it correctly. So I think immediately we're looking at this, because this is even better. Because we get the gold drop rather than a gold. Hey, magic based. Yeah, in this case we have a rook in hand and we have a rook on the board. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna drop the rook here because we don't have that gold. We'll have nothing to drop on 8-1 if the gold comes back. Though, if we do come back, so if we come up and he comes back, if the gold comes back, I think we take gold, then we get the gold drop. No. No. Would we? So I'm suggesting maybe this. Not sure there. I don't. I don't think we can take this. We just come back. Or do we drop back here? There's no defense now. There's no defense for this. Yeah, I think I like this. I like this. Yeah, there's no stopping this. The gold can't save because it's mate. All right. Yeah, I think this one has to be good. I think this one has to, there's just no way to stop this. Like what is the best they can do right now? All right, Atari. All right. All right, I'll let you out. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Go eat your food. It's a surefire way to get Atari out of underneath the couch. Just have me start screaming. She's not a Shogi fan. Are we just gonna be very slow? Yeah. 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 We can't do that. Yeah. All right. So I think that's gonna be it. So problem 150 again. Solution, Rook 2-1 promote. And that's the only thing they show. A first rank dragon aimed at the open base. In the problem diagram, the solution is to promote the rook on the first rank with Rook 2-1 promote. It would be much less effective here to promote the rook on the second or third rank. The first rank dragon, or rook, is the key to striking at the Silver Crown's open base weakness. In the solution diagram, the threat of rook drop 8-1 is severe. Gote could defend if he had a piece to drop on 7-1, but without any pieces in hand, he has no good defense. If rook 7-1, doubling the rooks with rook drop 3-1 wins, and that's what I had drawn. Okay, perfect. Starting easy, or easier than the others. I mean, not. It's starting easier than the final problems of the other chapters. Problem 151. So let's go to that. Okay, we have a dragon on 2-1, a horse on 4-3. The pawn is their pawn is back on 5-3. I don't know if it makes any difference, but we have our pawn on 8-7 now. We have nothing in hand. They have nothing in hand. Okay. Okay. This is problem 151. So what do we want here? Like, we want a gold, I guess. We want a gold to drop on 8-1, I think, but you know, if we threaten this piece, if we threaten with 6-1, what is the threat? Like, if we had two moves here, and what's the threat? We can't drop a gold on 8-1 now because their silver is defending. Huh. Yeah, I don't know about that. We can't really do dragon 6-1 because the gold comes back. There's nothing we can do fast enough. Horse 5-2. So you're thinking horse 5-2 looks good. But what do we... So if we do horse 5-2 gold back... Are we... Like, is it good enough to take? Is this good? And then we take the lance, or we come over here. Sort of feels like they can defend here. Sort of. Maybe. Maybe. Like, do we have a killer blow after this? So that would be... It would be a horse for a gold and a lance. But the gold is now in the top corner, potentially doing nothing. The gold 9-3, king takes, rook takes, lance. Yeah, well, would the king take or would the lance take? Like, would the lance just take here? And now we have no pieces. And also, what is our threat if... What is our threat if they don't move? So let's say he passes. Take. Slides into Kimura. Do we have something else? Coming to try to expose this doesn't work because the gold just comes back. Huh. Yeah, so for me, I guess 5-2 and 6-1 are sort of the same in that I don't see the payoff completely. I think I prefer 6-1 a little more, If only because it feels like it can't be ignored as much. No, I guess they both can be ignored in my lines. Huh. Tough one. Anything else? Anything else? Any other crazy thing? Like taking the lance? Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nothing coming back. Nothing taking this pawn. No edge attack. We don't have any pieces. All right. Let's see. Let's see what let's see what Kaneko Sensei says. This is problem 151. Horse 5-2. Ding ding ding. Foradun is right, as expected, but this is the only part of the variation. So what is the explanation? Go for a gold. Go for the gold. Using the dragon on 2-1 as the main attacking piece, aim for an assault on the Silver Crown's weak point, the base. If you had a gold in hand, you could play the gold drop 8-1. So the right idea is to go for a gold with gold 5-2. In the solution diagram, the threat is... Okay, so in this, the threat is... Gold takes 5-3. I'm going to ignore the lance 9-2, which is what I said would be the thing. 9-2. Gold takes. Gold drop 8-1. This is the threat. This is all it says is this is the threat. It doesn't say how to finish up on this. Like, well, this is relatively straightforward now. Well, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. There's no way the gold can come back. Well, no, hold on. Oh, I just take. Okay, yeah, da. Okay, all right. So I guess that's my guess as to how we'd proceed from that. Gote may respond with the all or nothing. So the one that I said, the all or nothing 6-3 to 6-2, urging the attack forward. But then the fierce attack continues with horse takes, gold drop 8-1, king 7-2. Oh, come on, go king 9-3, king 7-2. Yeah, I don't like this one because this one seems a little more obvious. King 6-3, gold 8-2, silver 7-2. Silver 7-2. Gold takes. Dragon 6-1. What? What am I missing here? This doesn't do it because the king just runs, and now we have 2 pieces on pre. Well, another unsatisfying problem from the book. Like, that's a lot to give up. That's a lot to give up to get here. It's going to be very difficult for me to visual. Like, I might even be able to visualize getting to this position, but visualizing that this is good seems tougher. G'day, Emperor Rex. Nice to see you. We're gonna argue that this is good. Like, there's no way we're grabbing lances. Oh, I get. Hold on. This, I guess this is it. Okay. Okay. There's the key. There's the key. There's the key. It is mate. It is mate. Well, it's not mate, but it's a free gold. It's a free gold or 2. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Problem 152. Oops, let me go to... So here's what I was talking about earlier on the stream where I messed up all the things. So this is 163. So I haven't fixed all of them, but all of the problems started with this. So I've got to go to my fixed section here. So problem 152. We've got a rook in hand. They have a lance in hand. Okay, and a lance is really good at clogging up positions. So we've got a lance. But we've got a rook. Ooh. So I think we have to... I was going to say we have to attack this before that lance can get too defensive. But if we drop, this cuts it off. And I don't think we're going to sack because the silver comes back. The lance is still there. And all we get is a gold. I think. I'm checking my messages here. Oh, damn it. The vet. I'm waiting for a message back from the vet again. As it turned out, Atari didn't get the shot yesterday, so did not. So it's possible we'll have it today. Okay, so I sent a message to the vet, and I just got a spam message just saying, can we have a quick discussion? So, if my brain wasn't thinking a little more about the vet. But all right, so that is spam. Anyway, so still waiting. Atari still is continuing to be. It's tough. It's tough. All right. So what are we gonna do here? If we double up, I don't think that's worth it. You like Rook 6-1? Yeah. Oh, so Rook 6-1 similar to that first problem. Yeah. 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 So Rook 6-1, if he drops the lance, we just take. Rook 6-1. So I'm going to put that on the board. Rook 6-1. If the gold comes back, I think we do take now. Take. We've got 2 golds. Not sure necessarily how we so just drawing that out, not completely sure how we capitalize on this. Oh, I suppose we would do this. But what about here? Mounted Triviality Inkbo. Greetings. Greetings, and thank you for the kind and thoughtful assistance you're providing. But now what about this? I think if that happens, then we simply come up here. I think that's the same. I think that's the same even if the gold comes up. Wait, no. No. If the gold comes up, we can't double. Because our rook is hanging. I'm going to guess it's the same. So we do this. He takes. We hit the goal. We hit the king first. If he comes over here, then we bring the gold back. No, then he runs. And it's that same sort of position. Same sort of position. All right, I think that's it. So take. Wait, no. I think we take with this one. If the king goes anywhere else, obviously we just take the gold. All right. All right. I'm good with that. This was problem 152. Rook 6-1. Rook drop 6-1. Yep. The line they're giving is rook drop 6-1. Lance drop 6-2. Dragon 3-2 to 3-1. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this way seemed easier. I mean, obviously, now there's nothing stopping us. The other one I think was better. I'm sure they're going to get into it. Forcing the use of a piece in defense. In the problem diagram, the rook drop to 3, attacking the gold on 6-3. Wait, what? So they're giving a bad line. The rook drop 2-3 is effectively answered by... Yeah, of course. Lance drop 6-2. While rook 3-1 promote, aiming for rook drop 8-1 can be met by lance drop 7-1, as I believe we discussed. The key move is rook drop 6-1, attacking the gold on 6-3 by playing king 3-2 to 3-1 or rook 3-2 to 3-1. Promote after forcing the defensive lance drop 6-2. Sente ensures that Gote has no lance drop on 7-1. Oops. I didn't make that the main line. Oops. There's no lance drop. Yep. In the solution diagram, Gote has no good defense against the threatened silver takes 9-1 promote. This is another attack that strikes at the weakness of the base of the silver crown. Oh, come on. Come on, Kaneko. Kaneko, please. Kaneko-san, please. The hard one is the one he doesn't even discuss. I think it has to be this. I think it has to be this, right? That doesn't... I'm not a believer. I'm not a huge believer in this right now. Not a huge lover of this, I guess. And I'm definitely not a huge lover in giving up the rook for 2 golds here. Because I just have I have nothing to do with these golds. Like, what am I doing? Am I doing this? Maybe. Maybe that is fine. Yeah, maybe that is good. There's no great defense here. Maybe. Yeah. All right. All right. All right, so maybe taking the 2 golds would be good because he'd have no great defensive pieces. All right. All right. Fair enough. Still disappointing. Moving on to problem 153. Just checking the messages again. We have our rook on 4-1, bishop on 4-4. They have a silver in hand. We have a silver in hand. And that's it. Okay. Thinking about a check first with the silver 7-1. Thinking about that check. Gold obviously can't take because, we're going to mate. King can't go up because we have the discovered attack by pulling the silver back to 6-2. So if the king runs, we're sort of stuck, I think. We promote. Oops. Like, just drawing that out. If the king runs, I don't think this really does all that much. Does it? Yeah, I don't think so. Or nah, no, that won't. Either way, that's kind of messy. Wait, so if drops, then we do. No. It's not. So I don't think that would be it. Just doesn't seem so good. This any good? I think I like this. If he comes back, then we get, we get this, which I think is good. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, how would they defend this? This isn't available because the silver's defending that square. Is, is that actually good? Wait, what just happened? It's a funny one. So what was that? That was 6-1? I like that. I like that. If he comes back, do we take? Yeah. Yeah, that's mate. Because, well, I mean, it's mate if he comes over here. So we can't. Hmm. It's interesting. All right. I think I've made a mess of this, but I think this is the I think this feels the best. I don't like the silver here. Because takes, and I... Well, no. No, 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 no. Hold on, let's look at that. Let's look at that. Would this be how they would defend against it? It doesn't matter. That doesn't even matter. King takes its mate. Silver takes, it's going to lose the silver. This silver takes. This is way too good. Wow, wait. So is that I'm liking this. Definitely liking this. So what are they going to do? How can they defend this? And then we get in like that. Hey, I'll say Civ. Chess Universe. Good to see you. Silver drop 6-2. Where? You're saying they would drop silver drop 6-2? So if they drop silver drop 6-2 here, I think this would be This would be good. This would be good enough. I think that would be still good enough. Yeah, I don't. I'm loving this move. I'm loving this 8-1. I'm really liking this 8-1 silver. What about this though? No, you can't do that. Can't do that. The king will just take it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the defense. Or even the other way also, I think is fine. All right. So I don't know now. Now I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's see. 153. Silver drop 6-1. So the original, the oldie but goodie. My original line was correct. Silver drop 6-2, gold 7-2 to 6-2. Wait, what? Oh, that's not. Oh, gold 7-2 to 6-2. Huh. He can't take, obviously, because, well, obviously, I say obviously, but I'm saying he can't take because of this. Would I come here first and then promote? Or would I promote first? Yeah, I suppose there's no stopping this now. Oops. All right, let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. Aim at the gold on 7-2. Silver drops 6-1, aims at the gold on 7-2, threatening. Silver takes. So the threat is silver takes 7-2, promote. Silver takes. I was. There's so many variations in this one that I was. Every time I looked at the board, I couldn't find my place back. Bishop 7-1 promote. Yeah. If Gote replies to silver 6-1 with silver drop 6-2, silver takes 7-1 promote again. Yeah. Silver takes. Bishop takes 6-2. Gold takes. Silver drops 7-1. Oh yeah, yeah. I drew something like this similar, in a similar variation. So that one is good. Or if Gote drops silver drop 5-3. Silver takes 7-2 promote. Silver takes. Bishop takes 5-3 promote. Gold takes. Silver drop 6-2 will do. It will do. I guess. Yeah. I guess it'll do. I guess. What are we doing? Are we coming up with that? Are we promoting? What are we gonna do? Are we coming back this way and promoting? I don't know. He doesn't say. He just says it will do. So where is this in the solution diagram? So the solution diagram is 7-2 to 6-2. Okay. If gold takes in the solution diagram, yeah, bishop takes 7-1, or bishop 7-1 promote, king 9-2, dragon 6-1. Okay, so this is the one I was talking about that I thought maybe we would check first. 6-1 promote. And then there's a whole flurry of there are a whole flurry of responses that the opponent can do here. But whatever. Or if gold 6-3 to 5-3, the solution diagram, gold 6-3 to 5-3. No, that can't be right. Is it in the solution diagram? Okay, so we came back here. 6-3 to 5-3. Bishop takes. Gold takes. Gold drop 8-1. King 9-3. Rook 7-1 promote. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean that one looks, that one looks pretty undefendable. Ooh. All right, hopefully I'm getting a sense out of these. Because they're tough. They're tough to. Yeah, there's so many variations. And some of the results seem so vague to me. Let's move on to problem 154. Just check to see if this is correct. We have a gold lance and a pawn in hand. They have nothing in hand. This is going to probably be the first edge attack, I guess. Gold. So it tells me this. It can't be the gold here because this would be too easy. Because we already talked about this. But like if we drop the gold, he runs over. Take the lance. Comes up. Yeah, that's not going to do it. I guess we could. We have enough. We could drop another piece here. Well, he could run. Can we do something better? Can we drop the gold? Oh no, because then he drops the gold back. Yeah. Can we drop the lance? And that would be mate, so we can't do that. Drop the lance. He takes. We take. And we still have a gold back here. Oops. It's really... Wait, so could this be it? Could this possibly be it? Yeah, this would do that. So I think the king has to take. Get the one gap. Drops the lance. If we push the edge now... Push the edge. He takes. We drop the lance again. No, because then the king can take. The king can still take. Gosh, it's letting go. I don't know why it's letting go. This is very strange. This doesn't work. Okay. So let's look at that again. I'm thinking Lance. No. Lance, King takes, Dragon takes, Lance drop. And then hey Dartney, good to see you. Hey Ninworld, great to see you too. The King 9-3 with Lance 9-2 is a solid shape in Silver Crown. It takes some time to break. Maybe it's an edge attack with pawn 9-5, pawn takes pawn, pawn drop 9-3. Yeah, so let's see. How do we... Yeah, so instead of dropping the lance, like I said, we drop the pawn. But then... Oh, so if the king takes, we take here, because he takes, we get the gold, we get mate this way. If the silver takes, we take... Oh, in the beginning of the problem? Oh, so if the opponent moves 9-2, yeah, so the opponent should be not letting this happen in the first place. I think I think I remember inputting one or two of those with the lance on 9-2. So I'm going to say that this is it. I'm going to say that this is the answer. I'm going to say that this is the answer. And then king takes is the thing. So this is problem 154. Lance drop 9-3, king takes, dragon 9-1, lance drop 9-2, pawn 9-5. Okay, so this is the answer. A piece sacrificed on the escape route. The main aim is gold drop 8-1, but playing it immediately is too heavy because the king can escape by king 9-3. Just to go over that again. It's just slow. We get the lance, but now what? Still seems pretty good though, because we've got two lances. We could just start dropping lances on this file. But sacrificing with lance drop 9-3 on the escape route hits the vital point. If lance takes, as I drew, if lance takes, then we get the gold drop mate. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So I thought, okay, forget it. I read a different part. So if gold, and while if king takes, as we did, dragon takes 9-1 is a mating attack. If now knight drop 9-2, pawn 9-5 is the decisive move, following the proverb against an edge king, push the edge pawn. If pawn takes in the solution diagram, pawn drop 9... Oh, yeah, sorry. Pawn drop 9-4. King takes. This is the one I drew. All right, he's giving lance. He's giving silver takes. Goodness gracious. This is the line that he's he's showing Lance. Silver takes. Ooh, pawn drop 9-4 again. King takes. Dragon takes 9-2. Lance drop 9-3. Lance drop 9-9. Yeah, apply the pressure. Pawn drop 9-6. Lance takes wins. Lance takes wins. Is I Dream of Shogi around? Yes or no? Funny that you say yes or no. As if there's another response. I have not seen I Dream of Shogi, so no. Hey, Skykeeper, nice to see you. So it says this wins. How does it win? Like this? Oh, it wins. It wins by this. The same way as before. All right. All right. Problem 155. 155. Continue to check my messages about the cat. Problem 155. That's actually why I started today with the storming the Silver Crown instead of playing some games, because it wasn't clear if I was going to get interrupted, yet again because of the cat. So I picked something where I'd be able to get interrupted. Hey, Vexel Cafe, nice to see you. I've been using that. I've been using the recipe that you suggested, Tails, and so I looked it up and I saw like there's an Instagram video of that I was able to see showing that recipe, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to do, which always makes me doubt them. But it's turning out okay. I'm using that decaf, like I said, and the decaf is not a fantastic test, but it's turning out as well or better than most of the other recipes with these bad beans. So thank you. I'm amazed at how many views that thing gets. And how many subscribers or whatever. That Tails channel seems to have, like, I don't know I don't use Instagram. I don't log into Instagram. I don't log into Facebook. So I don't know what numbers mean on Instagram. But like, some of these coffee people get ridiculous numbers. Like I can't imagine that there are that many coffee nerds out there watching this stuff. I'm like dumbstruck by these numbers. Absolutely just dumbstruck by them. Like, this is just some, like, this this is just some rando cafe somewhere. It's like they're not even like known or anything like that. Or maybe now they are, but like, it's just some rando cafe getting millions and millions of views. People love to vicariously live the barista life without having to drop the money and effort. Oh, that's true. I think people love to vicariously live a lot of different lives without having to drop the money and effort. But I think coffee also. Coffee has that, the barista life, the coffee shop life. I'm going to retire and buy a coffee shop. I'm going to run a coffee shop. Like, that kind of thing is very, that seems to hit emotionally with a lot of people, myself included. Often I've thought like, oh, I'm going to I see a coffee shop. I see there's one or two in particular that I'm thinking of, but like one of them was a coffee shop on over a waterfall. Like this shop was just in this little nice little shopping area, very quaint, on overlooking a river on a waterfall, like a small waterfall, like a very small waterfall. But the coffee itself wasn't great, and it's a nice location. It was a big room, lots of wood seating and stuff like that. So they had sort of inherited a big place, but the coffee wasn't so good. The staff wasn't so good, and I thought like, oh my gosh, I could, when I'm done with software, when I'm done with my thing, I should buy this place. Before they go under, I should buy this place and maybe, maybe be able to make something of it. But like in the end, it's hard work. It's a lot of work. I think it's a lot of luck based on your staff. Unless you're just going to be the person there 24, unless you're going to be you and your wife or your someone you trust is going to be the other person there. You're going to have a partner. It's real tough because you're going to be hiring in some areas, like you're going to be hiring like high school students or something like that and trying to train them. Because, not everywhere can sustain like real baristas. In fact, you say your dream is to own a cafe with some emphasis on go. So one of the things that I've talked about on this channel way back when is that, out here, we have some nice coffee shops, but not as many as I'd expect. And they're packed. There's tons of demand out here in the Northern California Bay Area. There's tons of demand for expensive coffee. And it doesn't seem like the number of places, like it doesn't seem like that is being satisfied by the number of places. It seems to me like we could do some more. Like we could have some more nice coffee shops. And I was thinking you maybe like a shogi and chess coffee shop, and where I'd have shogi boards and chess, because you got to have chess as well. And I thought, maybe we could have that, have some good coffee, sell some shogi equipment. So I think one of the things about shogi is that it's hard to get good equipment. And even if you're looking to buy good shogi equipment and you want to buy them overseas or whatever, you don't really know what you're going to get. So a place that would have some nice equipment, both in use, as kind of a demo and on display, I think would be potentially something. I don't know, but but in the end, the coffee still has to be good, because that might be the big draw regardless. Is you'd have to have good coffee, you'd have to have some good, well, you partner with someone for pastries. Most of these places around here partner with someone for pastries. But yeah, I mean it's certainly something I've talked about and thought about. It's just that's quite an investment. It's quite an investment to do that, both in terms of money and time. And I've heard enough stories and heard enough nightmares of people that they went into this with their with eyes open, but with the ability and with skills and smart, but they got bogged down in some of the bureaucracy, depending on the area. And, having to deal with bureaucracy of little apparatchiks and, little bureaucrats, little power-hungry bureaucrats in the Bay Area, boy, that would not be fun for me. So it's real tough. It's a tough thing to pull the trigger on. Yeah. So anyway, that would be amazing to have this little shogi chess go cafe with coffee. I wouldn't want to go too overboard by also having boba, even though I've spent a lot of time making boba now, and I think the stuff that I make is not patting myself on the back, but relative to most of the shops in the area, quite good. but that's obviously at a small volume. You know, they're doing volume. But anyway, the dreams, the dreams. Moving on to 156. We have a bishop, silver, and a lance in hand. They have nothing in hand. And we've got this helpful little gold over here for some reason. For some reason. Don't know why. I'm guessing something. It's going to be something about heading off this king. Hmm. Okay. So I'm thinking edge. We don't have a pawn, but I'm already thinking about something similar to the previous problem. Like if we drop a silver on 9-3. Ugh. Drop a silver on 9-3. Or drop a bishop on 9-3. No, I think drop a silver because then at the bishop, the king can go over here. So if let's just say we drop this bishop. I should work on my visualization. So I'm not going to draw it out right now. Or the lance on 9-3, like in the previous problem. Yeah, so it's the same it's the same idea. It's the same idea. Yeah. This has to be responded to. So it's going to be it can't well, can it be lance take? So that's the thing. Can it be lance take? I think it can. Maybe not. Maybe that's not it. Maybe that's not it. Hmm. After king 9-2. Oh, silver drop. Wait. Silver drop 8-1. So silver drop 8-1. He takes. We make the discovery check. Oh, of course. And there's that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So that is it. I mean, so he can't take with that. So he can't take with the lance because that is mate. So just like the other problem, he still can't take with the lance. So he's going to take with the king. We get our one gap. We don't have a pawn to drop. We don't. We still. This is a little slow. Can we drop the lance? I guess we just come up. Maybe not. No. Oh, the lance. Oh, I was doing that thing with the lance. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. So we've got this. What is this gold doing here? What's this gold doing here? Clearly it has a purpose, otherwise they wouldn't have put it on here. This? Huh. Not sure. I think that, well, then he comes back this way. Then he comes back this way. All right, it's getting ridiculous. That was getting ridiculous. All right, I'm going to say that this is enough, and then they're going to give us some other answers. But 156, striking at the vital point. Bishop drop or silver drop, lance drop 9-3, king takes, dragon 9-1, lance drop 9-2, silver drop 8-2, silver drop 8-2. Really? Wow. Wow. Silver drop 8-2. Gold takes. Bishop drop 7-1. What? Oh, we would just take. We would just take, I guess. Wait, this is it's not it's silver drop 8-2. Maybe make this the main line. But what if he runs? What if he runs? All right, well, I'll read the explanation. Striking at the vital point. As in the previous problem, Lance drop 9-3 is the key. Let's start with the beginning. Lance drop 9-3 is the key. If now Lance takes, so their solution was silver 9-1 instead of gold, a bishop, but it's probably the same. Silver 9-1, king 9-2, bishop drop 8-1. Yeah, king takes 9-1. Same thing, same deal. After king takes, dragon takes, lance drop 9-2, pawn 9-6, as I drew, this was my line, is also strong, but is not threat mate. So the sacrifice, silver drop 8-2, followed by bishop drop 7-1, is a mating attack that strikes at the vital point. In the diagram, in the solution diagram, silver drop 8-1 is ineffective because of dragon takes. Yeah, as I drew. That's what I thought the solution diagram is this. Yeah, that's what I thought initially. This might be strong, and then yeah, the dragon just takes it. So Gote has no way of defending against the threat of bishop takes 8-2. Promote. Incidentally, if Gote meets silver drop 8-2 with king 9-4, I think I drew this, but maybe not. King 9-4, pawn 9-6 is really severe. Okay. But why? What is this gold here? The gold is just to do its thing? Maybe so that if he starts running, we can get the knight jump. The knight jump. Okay, so once we get this, we'll get the knight jump. The gold is protecting this piece, and then it's just mate. Okay. Alrighty. Let me just check my messages. Nothing here. All right. I'm going to take a quick little break. I'll bring up 157 and we'll start from there. I'll leave it up. Be right back. All right, back. And again, this is problem 157. Let me just make sure I transcribed it correctly. We have a bishop, knight, and 2 pawns in hand. They have nothing in hand, and it's in the Ginkamari. Normal. Okay, 157. Okay. They have nothing in hand. So what can we do? Got 2 pawns. What are the pawns going to be? The pawns, I mean, the pawns have got to be there for the edge. It's got to be there for the edge. Got bishop. What can the knight threaten? What can the knight threaten? The knight is forking these, but this pawn is obviously here, so that's not going to be it. Dropping the knight is Sumero because dragon. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because the knight, even if I bring that dragon over, they could still take the knight. Still probably going to be fine, but... Push the pawn. Huh. Push the pawn. They take. We drop a pawn. So what is the weak point here? What's the weak point? The gold, we want to get this gold. Drop the bishop here. I think that's still just fine. Where is the knight going to come into play? So, like, what would this look like if we do this? Is this anything? I don't think so, right? Yeah, that doesn't seem. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I just don't see anything else to use the knight for. What else? What else can we use the knight for? Where else? What else can we do with the bishop? What else can we do with the bishop? What else can we do with the knight? Let's Let's look at this again. Hmm. Oh, tough. Anything else? That's not really a threat. There's nothing to I have nothing to put on that. There's nothing I can sort of drop on the head of this pawn. Well, I guess it is because I can get this guy in. But that now he would just drop a pawn there. I don't know. I don't know. What else do we have? What other first moves do we have? Maybe pawn 7-5 is an idea. Pawn takes, pawn 7-4, silver takes 7-4, knight drop 8-6. Silver 8-3, pawn drop 7-4. Oh, so ah. I like that. I like that. Wait, is that enough though? Is that what are we going to do? How are we going to follow this up? Knight? That seems as good as any to me. That seems better than my suggestion. This wouldn't be good enough, would it? Well, I'm willing to go with that one. I'm willing to go with that one. It busts them up a little bit, which is more than that edge attack did. So this is 157. Now it liked the edge. Pawn 9-5. Pawn takes. Pawn drop 9-2. Lance takes. Bishop drop 9-1. King 9-3. Dragon 8-1. So it's similar to that other position. But what's the end game here? All right. Pawn drop 9-2 is the key. Generally speaking, the silver crown is strong at the edge, but an edge attack is still possible under certain circumstances. Here, after the edge pawn sacrifice, pawn 9-5, pawn takes, pawn drop 9-2 hits the vital point. Okay, so if now silver takes, let me just make this the main line. If silver takes, knight drop 9-4, followed by dragon 9-1 will do. I guess. Yeah. While if king takes, we get the bishop drop on 8-1. Lance takes 9-5. Pawn drop 9-4. Lance takes, silver takes. Where am I? Lance takes, silver takes, silver drop 8, bishop drop 8-1. Where am I? Gosh. King 8-2. Bishop takes 7-2, promote. King takes. Dragon takes is a fierce attack. It's true, it is a fierce attack. It is a fierce attack, but we gave a lot of stuff too. Against Lance takes, Sente closes in from behind with bishop drop 9-1, king 9-3, dragon 8-1 with a mating attack. A mating attack. Hold on here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Mating attack. We saw something similar, but we don't have any pieces here. Where's the mating attack? A mating attack. The silver's defending, yes. The silver's defending the gold. You know, I can drop a pawn. If the king takes, I drop a knight. The king can run over here. And this is all, these are all undefended. Let me just make sure there's no gold back there. No, there's not. What's the mating attack? Wow. Wow. That's just leave us on the cliffhanger. What's the mating attack? Is it... It's not take. Gosh, I don't know. What's the mating attack? Yeah, is the mating attack the next problem? That did cross my mind. This is problem 157. No, the next problem is not the mating attack. Wow. I wish I could turn the engine on and just find something, have it find something. I'm going to try just turning it on, just see if it magically works this time. No. It's +4. It doesn't see any mates. I will have to take your word for it, Kaneko Sensei. All right, 158. Let me just check these. Okay, 158. You had some games where you had the Silver Crown in these positions and the opponent couldn't break through. Thought it's just solid, so it's shocking to see that there should be a mating attack. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. And I know, when I go against when I'm back there, it doesn't matter how many pieces I'm back there against Silver Crown. It just feels like I'm banging my head against the wall. It is so shockingly resilient. Shockingly resilient. Okay, this is 158. Check here. We've got our rook on 5-1, and the pawns are all the way up. Our pawns are zigzagged. We have a silver and a pawn in hand. The opponent has nothing in hand. All right. All right. 158. Are you a Silver Crown maker in general? Like, do you try to rush into Silver Crown or build into Silver Crown? When you can't, when it makes sense. I've played some, some Pre-Bisha players that do it. They rush into it, just sort of like the fourth file rook players will often rush into high Mino. Some players will just keep going. They'll just keep going. Straight from high into Silver Crown. Almost without thought, without spending any time. All right. So what do we have here? We've got my immediate thought in these situations. Oh, well, my immediate thought is wrong because I have a pawn here. I already have a pawn here. I was going to say is to drop the pawn there. Let me just make sure again that I got my pawn structure correct. I did. Okay. When you play fourth file rook, you do make Silver Crown when there's nothing to do. Okay. And that's, often why I'm trying to make my faster attack with Torizashi is just to not let the opponent make these other castles. Huh. To me, this seems good. To me, this seems good. The gold can't come up, but the gold can come back here. All right, so I think that's the refutation of that. This is going to be no good. I've got nothing to follow it up with. I think silver drop on the bottom is not good because this is happening. There's really nothing to do now. There's no mate here. What about a silver drop here? A silver drop on 6-1. What about that? Think it's something on the edge? Pawn 9-5, pawn takes, pawn drop 9-3. So the lance, obviously the lance has to take. We get this. We get this mating attack. We'll just call it mating attack. Like, you can't go back because I take. Well, he can. Take, back. Okay. So is that it? Is that it? Yeah, he can't move over here because, oops, he can't move. He can't push his lance. Well, he can. He can. He can. So the lance push does indirectly. It does save this. I don't think that's going to do it. That's the real mating attack. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if you're joking. That's not going to do it. After taking the silver. Wait, after taking the silver. Wait. Wait, what silver? Wait. Wait, which line was that? Which line was that? No, this protects too much. Oh well, wait. Sorry. So it's I come over here. He pushes here. I take. Um, he takes. Oh, so this here. I'm threatening. Oh, I'm threatening. Oops. Yeah, I'm threatening silver 8-2 no promote. Yeah. Wait, no, or am I? So is there? So let's. Gosh, I mean, let's even move this piece. Let's not even move this one. Because I'm not even. I'm still not checking. So let's say we promote. Let's say we promote. Well, like. Not even sure. It's so tough. That's a lot to give up. I don't know, I should make this my main line. All right, I don't think he's going to get this far, but let's see. Let's see what he says for problem 158. $158. Well, well, it was none of these. Pawn 5-5. Pawn 5-4. So I did say that I would normally just drop my pawn on 5-3. So maybe I shouldn't have I laughed it off as the Nifu because it was a Nifu. A Token attack against any type of castle, and even with few pieces in hand, a Token attack by dangling a pawn is usually effective. In the problem diagram, the right idea is pawn 5-5. If Gote leaves the pawn alone, then pawn takes 5-4, followed by pawn 5-3 promote. While just to, obviously to show that if he ignores, followed by, followed by this. Although now he gets in here, but that's fine. In the solution diagram, the token attack pawn 5-3 promote on the next move will of course be severe. If Gote defends against it with gold 7-2 to 6-2, Sente has silver drop 7-1. So he can't do that. And this is gonna just let us. Can we walk the dog over here? Not quite. Guess we just. right. Boy. Boy, 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 boy. Boy, 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 boy. That's a tough one. All right. Keep going. You know, I think these storming streams get the fewest numbers of any of the streams, including non-shogi streams. So I need to reassess whether or not I want, whether I'm going to continue to do these. Like if no one, outside of like a handful of people likes them, well, that's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. I think I enjoy them. I feel like I'm learning something from them, and it's an opportunity to talk. So maybe I'll still keep doing them. But like Twitch has one. I see a viewer of one. This is not the last chapter. This is the fourth chapter. The fifth chapter is storming the Kimura Mino and Gold Mino, and then the chapter after that is finishing techniques, it's called. And then the chapter after that is application of techniques in Joseki, where it shows like full board types of positions that presumably it shows how these storming ideas inform Joseki. I'm assuming based on some of the problems I've sort of briefly looked at. It's an extensive book. I wouldn't mind a shorter book with some more explanation for some of the problems. Probably the full board positions would get higher views because there's more concrete stuff to discuss. Yeah, possibly. Definitely. Definitely. All right, well, we'll continue here. 159. 159. We have the dragon on 4-2. We have a silver and a knight in hand. They have nothing in hand, and that's it. So my immediate idea is drop the knight here. That seems like that seems almost bread and butterish. If he comes over here, we get the silver. If he goes back, I think we just drop the silver there. Yeah, there's no real. There's nothing, we're gonna gain this. But is there a faster way to accomplish this? Like if we just drop the silver immediately, then he comes up. If we drop the silver immediately, if we drop the silver, now I don't really have a great way to get the knight in. So I think this is it. I mean, there's the fact that I'm guessing this one so quickly is making me think that this is not the right answer. But maybe they've eased up. Maybe they're starting a new pattern here. So I'm going for it. Because this is I am almost in a game, I'm almost mindlessly doing this. So let's see. Knight 5/5, gold 6/3 to 6/2, silver drop 6/3. Yeah. So this is it. Okay. A stripping attack. First drop the knight on 5/5 to attack the gold on 6/3. In reply to gold 6/3 to 6/2, crudely throw in the silver with silver drop 6/3. If gold takes in the solution diagram, knight takes, promote will do. Closing in while winning material in accordance with the proverb, attack with crude moves, is a safe and sure way of attacking. This method of stripping the golds and silvers from the castle one by one is the most natural way of conducting a mating attack. It is important not to overlook such crude moves in an actual game. Well, I think he called these moves I think he called them either 3 or 4 times crude. And it's interesting that one of the only ones I've gotten right are the ones that involve making crude moves. So, no offense taken. No offense taken. All right, problem 160. Problem 160. Same basic problem. Oh no, it's not. It's not the same basic problem. We still have the knight, but but these pawns are in the way now. Let me just make sure. They have nothing in hand. We have a bishop and a knight in hand. And the pawns are like that. Okay. Yeah, so this is problem 160. So what kind of crude moves can we make here? We've seen a problem where there's the bishop here, but it was a horse. We've seen the problem where the horse and the rook was the dragon was up here. The horse or the bishop drop here is threatening just a pure take, which would be easy. But he comes back. And now what? A knight drop threatening to come in? Just scanning these types of ideas. I don't think this works against Silver Crown. Or yeah, I think this is more, those knight. It's more against the other types of Minos. You like bishop drop 4/1. Seems okay, but after he comes back, is there going to be a concrete, like, are we going to do something like this, where we're threatening now? We're threatening here. You like pawn 7/4, pawn takes pawn, knight drop 7/4. Oh, and so instead of just dropping the pawn, yeah. So if we do this, yeah, I like yours. I like your way more. I think this makes more sense. I think my way is a little too. How do they defend this too? How are they going to defend this? This might be fine. I like that. I like that this is more forcing. Your way seems to be more forcing. But I'm going to go with that. I'm checking my message again because I still this vet, as good as this vet is, I think the hours that she works are a little different. So some days it's morning, some days it's evening. So I send a message, and I might not get a response for a bit. Anyway, problem 160. Bishop drop 4-1, gold 6-3 to 6-2, knight drop 8-6. Okay. So I think I like the forcing way, but knight drop 8-6 is what it's giving. I suppose this way you don't lose a pawn. Maybe there's no way to stop this anyway. Teamwork between bishop and knight. First, drop the bishop with bishop drop 4-1 to attack the gold on 6-3. If the gold dodges the attack by 6-3, 6-2, then follow up knight drop 8-6 is severe. In the solution diagram, Sente threatens silver drop 7-4, forking the knight in gold. Even if Gote evades this with king 8-1, king 8-1, what am I saying? Knight takes 7-4, gold 6-1. Bishop 6-3 promote. Ah ha 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 ha. Very nice. Very nice. Obviously we get this. Oh, we would just take... Oh, well, no, we wouldn't do that. I would take there. Or wait, what did we take there? What did we take there? Still not winning. I mean, it's winning, but still. I think I would do this. Yeah. All right. The combined attack of bishop on 4-1 and a knight on 8-6 is an effective way of storming the Mino Castle. Silver Crown refuted. Yeah. Yeah, right. Right. Half of these answers, I've come out of them thinking like, boy, I just gave up a lot of material and I'm still not seeing it. All right. Problem 161. We got the bishop on 4-3 again, 4-4 again. We have a pawn in hand. They have nothing in hand. And we have no pawns in our 4th and 5th file, or 6th and 5th. So that to me feels like, I'm primed here to start making a token. What's he going to do here? I guess the idea, come in, make the token, come back. Like, what's he going to do? I don't see a good response to this. I don't see any response. It's going to be a little slow. So, maybe he has moves, attacks on my king, but I don't think there's any way to solidify this structure against what's going to be coming. Yeah, Mino is in Zugzwang. Yeah, there's nothing, there's no moves to make here. So they better hope that they've got this over here. Yeah. I think that's the answer. I'm just going to go straight into it. This was problem 161. No, it's not the answer. Gold, I mean, pawn 6-2. Wow. A dangling... Wait, what? A dangling pawn at the vital point. The dangling pawn drop 6-2 hits the vital point, leaving Gote stunned and helpless. Stunned and helpless. If gold on 6-3 takes... I see a message. You can bring her today. Just for appointments, just call front desk. Okay. So I'll finish this one and the next before taking her in. So bishop takes, gold takes, dragon takes, bishop drops 6-2. Wait, I can't find my line. Gold drops 6-3. Yeah. Closes in while winning material with a simple mating deck. But if Gote does not take the pawn, pawn 6-1 promote will be severe, threatening both mate after bishop 7-1 promote and token 6-2. So it's threatening both that and this. Okay. Pawn drive 6-2 at first sight looks like a rather casual move. Agreed. But it is actually a very fast attack, bringing 2 moves before mate. Okay. So number 162. And this cat situation, it's not ending. Rook on 2-2. We have a bishop, gold, silver, and a pawn in hand. They have a pawn in hand. All right. So let's put this here. Do we recreate the same problem? Oh, no, because we can't drop a pawn here. What is this pawn for? I've got all these pieces. I don't have the slightest idea. So what is the weak point? The weak point again is that gold. I'm guessing the weak point again is this gold. But do we drop the silver on 6-1? Why do we have a pawn in hand? Does that mean it's got to be edge? Maybe again bishop 4-1. So if we drop bishop 4-1, comes up. Do we jam a piece in here? Oh, or do we push? That seems like that has to be good. Not sure how to follow up here. You think it's a silver drop 6-3 idea? But why did they give us a pawn? So if we drop 6-3, he take well. If we drop 6-3, yeah, he's got to take. He can't do this. No. Well, oh no, taking the pawn doesn't help because we still can't drop our pawn. Yeah, I like it, but why do we have these pawns? Why do we have these pawns? These guys aren't going anywhere. It can't possibly be. Or to trick us. He doesn't usually trick us though. All right, let's. I'm liking this. I mean, this is I think is probably what I would try to do in a game. 162. Gold drop 6-1. Wait, what? Am I on the right? 162. Problem 162. Am I in the right? Wait, gold. Hold on. Gold drop 6-1. I mean, I've double checked that I am looking at the right page. So a back rank gold mating attack. Usually a gold should not be dropped on the back rank because it is too heavy-handed. But here, it is a fast mating attack. In the solution diagram, it is threat mate by bishop drop 7-1. Oh, because this knight is up there. Oh. Oh. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wait, but what about this? Oh, we just take. I guess we just take. Okay. Gode has no choice but an early king escape, but the mating attack is decisive wherever the king goes. If king 9-2, bishop drops 7-1. If king 8-1, bishop drops 7-1. Gold takes. Gold takes. King takes. I guess I've got the silver drop. Yeah, I've got silver drop. King takes. Silver. Gold drop 8-2. Oh, okay. Gold drop 8-2. King 6-1. Silver drop 7. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. So it's not Tsume, but it's just taking pieces. And if king 9-3, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dragon takes. Silver takes. Bishop drop. Yeah, he can't run. He can't run. So he's got to drop. Pawn 9-5. Wow. If he comes over here, then what? The real question is, why do we have the pawn in hand? The very real question is, why do we have that pawn? But right, I don't know how to finish that. I don't know how to finish that off. So we're job. Wait, so where are you here? Okay, where is the wait? So what did we say? It's this one. He's got to take. Well, no, he doesn't. Wait, what do we do here? Wait, that's not it, right? Wait. Oh, then we get the gold. We get the gold. He's got to run. And that's over. Okay. So we take... Are we still... What's... Oh yeah. He can't run here. Okay. All right. Very good. That is going to do it for today. So that's up to 162. We did a bunch today. And 162 is actually all the ones I fixed from that mistake I had. So we only have 6 more problems. 6 on in this chapter. So we could potentially do that next time, but I'm going to go. I'm going to take care again, do some of this stuff at the vet. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ninworld. Thanks for stopping by, for watching, helping. And yeah, I will see everybody tomorrow, hopefully, assuming no more vet stuff. See everyone tomorrow. Thanks again. Take care. Have a great day. Enjoy your shogi, and I'll see you soon. Bye.